What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is the day after Christmas. Yes, it is the day after Christmas. I hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas and good food, presents, and new things that you guys wanted under the tree. And if not, well, there's always tomorrow, and you're here today. So, without further ado, we've got some LG news on some monitors and more 5090s catching on fire, as well as that new 9950 X3D X2, baby. Not X2, but the 3D2 version coming out. So let's go ahead and get to today's video. Okay, so just like my last video earlier this week, Samsung released their 5K, 6K, whatever K, 3DK, whatever monitors, right? LG's revealing their Evo lineup of monitors in the OLED and mini LED variants and options. So in this particular article here, you're going to have the 39-inch UltraGear Evo GX9, right, which is a 21:9 or ultra wide monitor with a 1500 R curve, which is a 5K 2K resolution, which these things are cool, right? But for me, 2K at or 1440p at this length or width, it definitely does not look good. I do not care, but that could also just be me because I can definitely see the pixel peep, and that's just because I am so used to editing photos and looking at video quality. It bothers me, but you might not know. So this might be a good option for you if you're looking for simulation or just immersion and you only have one monitor at your desk, which is awesome. So this particular monitor here, the ultra wide, has a 0.03 millisecond response time with 165 hertz at that 5K 2K resolution, or at 330 hertz at the full HD or 1080p, right? This one's got the True Black 500 HDR, which again, I don't particularly use HDR, but if you do, that is where it's at. And then on top of that, they got their 5K 27-inch. Man, the pixel density on this thing is going to be nuts. But again, you better have a 5080, 5090, maybe 7900 XTX to really even utilize the full full resolution of this monitor here, as well as the refresh rate. So you have a dual mode available, 165 hertz at 5K, which is insane, or 330 hertz at QHD, so 2K or 1440p with a 1 millisecond response time. And this thing has display HDR at 1000 with over 1200 nit peak brightness. So this is going to be a super bright panel, which is going to be amazing to see, and hopefully they get it right this time, because I returned the LG panel because it was not bright at all, and I hope they have a glossy version of this. Now, if you wanted a miniature TV at your desk because you just need a TV size thing, they do have a 52-inch 5K 2K option, which is a ultra wide, which a 240 hertz refresh rate with a 1000 R curve. Yeah, so this is just a bigger version of their 39-inch, right, ultra wide that they have. So this is going to be probably competing against Samsung's 55-inch curved TV that they have, or curved monitor that they had last year. Those things are super discounted, right? And these particular panels here, they start at like $200 to $2,500. So just wait till it goes on sale for like $1,000 during Black Friday or any of the holiday deals or whatever, right? But this one here supposedly is going to show up at the CES in 2026 in their dream setup zone, inspired by Reddit gaming setups, right, and things like that. So this particular one is going to be huge. Yeah, this picture here has no justice to it. So we can move on. Enough about monitors. RDNA5 is supposed to be coming in mid of 2027, leaker claims. This particular Radeon production on the Samsung foundry on a 2 nanometer or 4 nanometer size chip, right? So Kepler L2 pushed back, calling it nonsense and saying that the chips are already tapped out on TSMC's N3P, right? And this Kepler guy has a huge track record of being really accurate at things, right? So, but he did point out this is going to be releasing in mid 2027 with the release window, which is super far away. Obviously, there's a bunch of memory shortage and things like that happening right now. So a lot of the new stuff that's supposed to come out next year are on hold. So yeah, if you guys want to read more about that, you guys can look at this article here. Articles are down below, and we won't need to go into too much details because I don't have a magic ball. I cannot see the future at all. Now, 5090s are back in the conversation, with Asus releasing their $4,000 5090 ROG Matrix Platinum, right? A 30th anniversary edition. What with a flaw in the design. The power connector doesn't actually fit the adapter here, so you can actually see right there. And this guy reached out to Asus, and they said, after review with the engineering team, they said that the non-centered positioning of the power connector is part of the original product design determined based on overall structural and electrical layout considerations. All they literally had to do was make that metal piece wider right there, right where the little connector is, and make it wider, and then it would fit. So if you have an angle grinder or a grinder yourself, you might have to just grind your GPU. But if you do that, they're going to void your warranty. So that sucks. Pretty bad. This is like a top-notch customer, right? So like if I'm paying $4K for a GPU and these things are already overpriced as they are, that is a terrible customer support, and more of a reason why people hate Asus most of the time. Now, 5090 news. This is probably one of the worst. Look at that. That thing is charred. Another 5090 owner 16-pin cable has caught on fire after 9 months of use, which makes me super concerned on my 5090, because look at that. That whole system is just on fire. That thing melted, right? But dude used it for about 9 months while he hates to bear bad news. We have another case of 5090 problems, right? These cables have a long history of heat and failure, right, on that 12 2x6. And then this dude's PSU that he was using was PS1050 GFM ATX 3.1 unit from PowerSpec. PSU naming, and of course, is unclear, and he could be using a cheaper model, but it doesn't matter. We know this stuff happens, and yeah, it sucks. So if you guys want to read more about that, here it is. So knocking on wood, hopefully it does not happen to anybody else. Now, the cool news. The 9950 X3D2, as you guys know, on this particular system that I'm recording on right now, I am running the 9950 X3D chip. So the X3D2 9950 is supposed to be coming out. This CPU has 16 cores with a boost of 5.622 gigahertz max boost clock, right? Which is expected to have 2 3D V-cache tiles, one on each CCD, which could help, right? But it also brings the total L3 cache to 192 megabytes there. So single core, here's some results. Multi-core on the Waibu record, or so whatever system, Geekbench right here that they have. Geekbench scores are showing 3,456 in the single core, with a multi-core score of 21,062. So obviously we'll wait till the gaming stuff happens, but this is what you are looking at right now for pricing. So I might actually throw my current 9950 X3D into my streaming recording PC, and then sell off my 9950X CPU, and then buy this X3D2 and see if there's really any different. But at that point, it would be like the ultimate system there for me. But yeah, $700 for the other one. I paid, I think, $599 for my 9950 X3D when it first came out. So things are climbing in price. So with that, I will end today's little news. So happy Friday to you guys. Hope again you guys had a wonderful Christmas. And if you're new here to the channel, subscribe, hit that notification bell icon. Lots of games playthroughs are coming through, as well as live streams and things like that, so you guys can catch it on here or on my Twitch channel. Twitch is in the description. And of course, you guys know what it is. This is Red Zone signing off. Keeping it real, keeping it hot, and keeping it raw. Your normal 9 to 5 guy, bringing some high quality content for you guys to enjoy. I will see you possibly in the new year and wherever you guys are at. Have a good one, folks. Deuces.